Hey everybody, welcome back to Sponge's Tech Tips. I'm Sponge, hello. Today got a quick tech tip for you on a Honda Pilot. But before we go, I had a couple inquiries as to what the green and silver truck was in the background, and I just wanted to point it out. This is my truck. It's an old SEMA truck. It was built for a big show in Vegas, if you don't know, called SEMA. It was built in 2002. It's the second known four-door or quad cab Dakota to be customized and taken to SEMA. The first one was done by Sport Truck Magazine. Second one was done by a shop up here in Washington. And then I found this broke down with a blown engine and picked it up and put a new engine in it, trying to give it a second chance of life. So Sport Truck Magazine, let's see, July of 2003. And let's see if I can get to it quickly. There she is. Featured, Sport Truck Magazine 2003. Back when she was perfect and beautiful. Yeah, some cool stuff. Unfortunately, she had a rough go of it. She got passed from bad owner to bad owner. And like I said, when I found it, it was sitting with a blown engine. It had Dodge Durango wheels and off-road tires, just cooking the wheel lips. It had a lumber rack on it. It was full of garbage. I mean, we're just got it running again, trying to give it a second chance on life. So, and this is what I use for hauling my kids and working out of. All right, so back to today's tech tip. We are working on this Honda Pilot. Let's check the date. It is a 2011. This one's April 2011 model, so it's going to interchange to any like models of the similar years. So common problem, the armrests on these, they get tore up. This one's really bad. Not only was this one, did it get worn, but apparently they were peeling it off as they went. You can purchase new upholstery online, which is what we have here. Or you can even purchase the armrest itself already complete. So if you don't have the correct tools, I do recommend buying one that's already complete, and this will show you how to remove your old one and to interchange with the new one. If you have the tools, which would be some glue, if you will, and then some specialty staplers or brad nailers, upholstery style, then you can replace it with the replacement upholstery, which we purchased off of eBay. Now, I'm not going to show you how to replace the upholstery, but I am going to show you how to access this panel and get it removed so you can work on it outside the vehicle. Okay, the tools you're going to need, Phillips head screwdriver and a small flathead for removing the old staples. If you're not going to be reupholstering and you're just going to be adding a new one, you will not need that flathead. You will just need the Phillips head screwdriver. So let's walk around. This one's kind of a two-hander deal. You got to kind of hold it while you're unscrewing it. So I'm going to set up the camera, and that way you guys can see. We'll position this correctly, and then I will go around the other side. I think that probably will give you guys a good view. Let me see. Just when we open it, are you guys able to see? Yeah, you guys can see everything. So, okay. I already did it, so let me put my stupid reading glasses on so I can see things close up. So obviously, first thing you have to do is open this. You're going to have four Phillips head screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I already removed 2 of them just to speed up the process. This is where you got to kind of hold it and then unscrew it, because as you're unscrewing it pushes the panel away from you. Unscrew those screws. I just drop them somewhere inside the compartment. They won't disappear. There's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the 4th one. it likes to move around. So if you're if you have your other hand handy, you can pull it. So there's the 4th screw. All right, so from here you can either use your fingers or the flathead screwdriver or a panel popper. You want to go underneath the plastic and you're going to pull this bottom plate off from underneath. Set that aside. Now we go back to the Phillips head. Underneath this panel, you've got 4 more screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I already removed or loosened. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it in, and your 4th. Drop it in. At this point, the cover comes off completely. It's now separated. So just to show you guys, underneath here, the old leather vinyl material is wrapped and stapled. If you are going to remove it completely, you can use a little flathead screwdriver. You have to get underneath every single staple and pull them out. It's a very tedious process. They come out, you can see how small they are. They're just little tiny staples. And when you replace that, you're going to need the proper tool to staple that in. You could try and use a staple gun, but most likely it's not going to fit into some of these compact areas. The other thing you can do is you can put some spray glue underneath here and around the edges. You can wrap it tight and glue it, and that will hold pretty good, but it won't permanently hold it. So by gluing it and then just putting a few shallow staples from a typical staple gun, you might be able to hold it good enough to continue on. So one thing I do recommend not doing, you can spray glue it to this and lay it out, but honestly, having a little bit of flexibility to it actually keeps it nice and wrinkle free. So, all right, guys, that's that simple. After you get your new one in the mail and ready to go on, if you're ready to go right now, you just reverse the process of removal. If you are putting new upholstery onto it, you obviously have to go through that process. And once that's done, putting it back on is simple as the way we took it off, just in reverse. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. If you like these tech tips and you want to see more, feel free to like the page. I hope you enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave comments if you want. All right, guys, see you on the next one.